Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I made a video. This one will be kind of gaming specifically, and warning up front, it's kind of detailed, so probably going to get lots of questions. I'll try to step through it as well as I can, but we're going to get pretty deep into the command line, and we're going to be building packages and moving binaries and quite a bit of stuff. But the goal is for XCOM the Long War, so I'll go ahead and start it up. Give you an example. The point of this video is how to install mods under Linux. Now there's lots of ways to do it. It's pretty easy under Windows. They make a nice little executable. But this is all about how to do it under Linux. We have to build some tools called PatcherGUI. We have to move some binaries into the binaries folder. But basically, look through here. Figured you guys would appreciate this guy. Anyways. Yeah, so if we hit F1, this is just kind of the vanilla Beta 15e information screen. What we want is the enhanced tactical. And we also want, I don't know, I'm just going to move until I see somebody. This isn't a real game. This is a terrible idea. So you see right here, we can't see any sightlines. So what we're going to be installing is the sightlines. Interesting. Okay, so this is a heavy abduction, so it's a tough. It's going to be a tough mission. But what I want to see is there's a, I think, oh crap, how many? 17 tile sightlines. So if you were to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah, there's a mod that puts up a nice little ring. Once you get eyes on the aliens, you can see the ring of their visibility. So there'll be like a glowing kind of rotating line here. And also when we hit F1. It'll tell us how many active aliens are in there. So that's the whole point here. So that's how to do it. But once we get this framework up, we'll be able to add as many mods as we want. Although I haven't figured out how to do text mod. I think as far as I can tell, you have to replace the main game binary with, and it has to be an exe in Windows. They replace the whole binary and then run the text mod. But anyways, so what we'll be looking at here is, of course, this is the Long War page. I'll put all the URLs in the description. But if you go to this, and this will be another, I don't know if you can see that, but this will be another link in the description. But these are the compatible mods for Beta 15e. And ones we'll be using is the Sightline, what I told you, and well as the enhanced tactical info. So what we need to do first is build the program that lets us do this patching. So we go to this lady Anna, did all this for us. She's one of the ones that actually ported the Long War into Linux. So Anna, if you ever see this, thank you very much, appreciate it. So first thing we need to do is, I'm probably going to build all of these, although I probably don't need to. But let me see what I did on my laptop here. Yeah, I just did UPK utils and PatcherGUI. So we need to do this one. So this is pretty standard, you know. She tells you exactly how to do it. So you just go here, copy this. If I can figure out how to select text, and let's go to actually have a builds. Yeah, cd builds. You see it's empty. So we're going to do a git clone. And we're just going to follow it, cd. I think we go into builds too, right? Yeah, build. Oops. There we go. And then we just, again, follow it, cmake. Actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Gentoo has it. Okay, let me just do make. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. This is 2560, 1440. Let's make sure it went. All right. Decompress LZO. Okay. Yeah, XCOM LZO. So utils. Oh. XCLZO. And we'll do that again. And oh, build. We have to go to build. Yeah. Okay. And I'm having trouble with the fonts. But anyways, that's a different thing. So UPK's been built. Now we're Long War we already have, obviously, we just launched it. PatcherGUI. Come on. Clone. And we CD into it, right? CD patcher. Make sure that's right. Yep. Of course, if you need CMake and all that on Arch, you can just do a search for CMake. I think that's a package in the AUR. No problem. Okay, so main project. So resulting directory files should be okay. So what we need to do is do this right here. So if we go back to PatcherGUI, we see we're in builds, PatcherGUI builds. So if we go back and we do an ls, we see that there's no folder here. So we need to do mk directory binaries, right? Just like this. And then we need to move decompress LZO and patcher UPK into the binaries folder. So we need to go up and we're going to copy up utils build. Which one is it? Decompress LZO to PatcherGUI binaries. Okay, then we do copy UPK utils and XCOM LZO and build. Yeah, XCOM LZO to PatcherGUI binaries. So if we do PatcherGUI binaries ls, we'll see that these two things are in there just like she says. So we basically built the first package, sets of packages, and then moved the executables into the binaries under PatcherGUI. So we should be able to now, let me get these free floating, and we should be able to build, oops, no, where is PatcherGUI? Let me see something real quick. So this should be just under PatcherGUI. Why is that wrong? Why isn't that working? PatcherGUI executable. Why isn't there a Okay, well, we're going to go back to builds, PatcherGUI, build. Let's see here. Okay, so something screwed up there, so I'm actually going to RMRF PatcherGUI. Luckily we copied that, so let's redo that copy. Always have to redo that copy. Okay. CD PatcherGUI build. cmake dot. Make sure there weren't build files. Okay. Yeah, something's failing here. Not sure what language this is written in. Let's see if it says anything in the description. wgtk, okay. So wgtk. So wgtk in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. It's installed, but what do we need? What else? I wonder if, well, let's do insert x11 libs wxgtk. Let's just add a bunch of these things. GCH, right? Screw that up now. There we go. Let's do the whole thing. X11. It's obviously the first time I've tried to do this on this machine, so hopefully it'll go. Figure it out eventually. Okay, yeah, adding debugger Gstreamer. Why isn't it adding everything else? Aqua, WebKit. Let's go ahead and add WebKit too. Adding WebKit, debug Gstreamer. Screw it, let's go. Hopefully that'll work. And we just sit here and wait while it compiles. Yeah, I'm not sure why it failed. I mean, we have obviously have a compiler, cmake get wxgtk. So I'm thinking if we add a couple, we won't get this fail. Wx, yeah, so it's pointing to a wx in some way. It's wxtime.h. So let's do this. Tab Gentoo. So this is the typical problem solving for Gentoo that you have to go through. wxtime.h. How's that worded? Well, it's in a Ubuntu forum. Maybe this will help. Now let's see if it's done yet. Nope. Might take a while, so depends on how big it is. I'm going to do another search for wx. Haskell, C++, Haskell. Perl bindings. Okay, so that's been updated, so let's try it again. Nope, it's still time.h. So, what was it? And it's the wrong damn language. Yeah, so I figured I'd start doing these types of videos where, as I'm screwing around with Gentoo, I might just make videos like this just to kind of show what it's like to get through the issues. Yeah, so let's just go back to here. She mentioned anything else that needs to be built. HTTK devel. So I'm thinking, why not just build all the major libs? Don't need a hex editor. SQLite. Okay. So let's just do emerge wx3 wxc wx x core. I'm betting it's just the core. Let's just go ahead and write it out. I don't know how long this will take either. See, it doesn't really say, she just says developer. So, or devel options. So I'm thinking the core, hopefully the dev Haskell core will make it happen. So that's quite a bit of stuff. So, go for it. WX Python, obviously everything's written in Python, all emerge is written in Python, so that makes sense that that's installed. Doesn't talk about SVGs. Let's look at the error message again. Target failed. Builds. Error 1. Failed. Blah blah blah. Failed. Okay, so it says wx_time_h. So it just doesn't have a library that it needs. So hopefully this will do it. Building the core for wx core. Hopefully that'll do it. Make sure this is recording. Yeah. And how long's it been? Wow, 20 minutes already. Yeah, time can just be eaten up by Gentoo. You know what, I'm probably going to pause it here and come back when it's done because I don't know how long. It's still on 1 of 16. So anyways, I'll talk to you in a minute. Hello, welcome back. So typical Gentoo fashion, it took me, shoot, I don't know, about an hour or 2 hours maybe to figure this out. So it turns out I finally started just scouring the internet for this library here, this WX time. So I went in here and I said, okay, well, we've got LSWX and actually, where is it? Yeah, so we have WX 2.8, 2.9, and 3. And if we go to the 3 version, then WX again, and we'll see that there's this time. So I know that it's, where is it? Right here. So I knew it was installed, and you can see here, if we go back to Wasteland Ghost is her name, it needs this version 3.0 or higher. And we go and we say, well, shoot, it's right here. Well, what the hell? So I finally figured out there is this thing called eSelect, and I didn't know this was even here. But we do this eSelect widget list, and it was on 2.8. And then I figured out, oh yeah, okay, well, just set 2 to 3.0, and yeah, there it is. So let's clear that out, and we see that there's nothing in our builds. We do the git clone again, and we cd to patcher and build, and we do a cmake dot and make, and it should go through. So there's this eSelect, and you just got to figure out what, you know, I need to, I don't know what the whole list is, but there's a whole bunch of them. So now if we do an ls, we builds PatcherGUI. Okay, so, oh yeah, I'm in build, so there it is. So there's the PatcherGUI. So now we make the directory binaries. Huh? Why can't I make directory binaries? Why do you just continue to be a problem? Okay, now it worked. Not exactly sure why. Oh, yeah, because I had a slash. Yeah, it wouldn't let me do that. That's on the root. Okay, so now we go to UPK utils. Finally figured out how to copy and paste here. And clear that out. We're in our builds, so we git clone here. cd to UPK utils, and yeah, you get into the build. We do cmake dot make, should go through. Yeah. So it's so nice when it finally works. Just took a long time to figure out that there was the eSelect. Because these select lots of things, kernels, Ruby versions, all that. I just didn't know there was one for WX widgets, so just live and learn, huh? So let's go ahead and reload. So we have this decompress LZO, and let's go into, how do we do this? Yeah, okay, we need to go back into build, so where is it? I thought there was this PK utils. Oh, I'm in builds. XCOM LZO, and we do this make. Okay. Build. Derp. Okay, so we go back out. We copy UPK. What is it? Yeah, let's go back here. There should be. Oh, there it is. So we copy UPK builds decompress to PatcherGUI binaries. Copy UPK utils, and where was it? XCOM LZO. Build, yeah, XCOM LZO to PatcherGUI binaries. Okay, it's on floating, so let's go up. Let's just do it here. Builds, and then we cd to PatcherGUI. I don't know, I haven't tried this yet, so let's see if it works. And we go /patcher. There it is. Okay, so now we browse to the location of the game, and I'm trying to remember where it is. I believe it's in local share. It's probably Steam apps, common, XCOM. I believe this is where we want it. And we go to the downloads, and you need to have downloaded the mods and extracted them. What they're looking for is all these text files. So you can do either the all visible aliens or just the ones that inactive. So I like all of them, so we can see all of them even when they're active. So mod loaded successfully, apply. Oh, patch UPK, okay. I think it's Control X. So let's also copy UPK utils, build, and patch UPK also to PatcherGUI binaries. See PatcherGUI /patcher. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it gets kind of deep, but it is what it is. If you want to use Linux, then you have to deal with this. Log moded successfully. Apply. Damn it. No, what the hell happened? So I'm going to check one time real quick here. Let's go to Tux, Gaming. Actually, I don't want to do it on that one. I'll do it on this one. think that's right. Let me check one thing real quick. Yeah, sorry, this isn't actually automatic. Steam apps, common XCOM. Oh, yeah, okay. That's the problem. Okay, I just had to point it to the right one, the XCW. Not just didn't even know. So, okay, that one's done. And then we'll also do enhanced tactical info. Loaded successfully. Applied and successful. Sweet. Control X. Now let's load Steam again. Okay. Now we need to do, shit, what's that export command? Yeah, let's do it this way. Cron tab E. For some reason, it doesn't like, there's a missing library somewhere. No. No. And it's just not working. Why isn't this working? Shift insert. Something's, no, the buffer's all screwed up. Let's do it this way. There we go. Should start up. There it is. I don't know if you guys are interested in like Let's Plays or whatever, just let me know. I haven't put any gaming on my channel. I might do another one, we'll see. Another channel. This game specifically though would take, there's other Let's Plays out there, it's like 300 videos or something like that to get through it. It's a lot. Okay, so first off we should have, why isn't it working? Well, I'll have to check, but that's the way to, I'm gonna have to check. Why didn't it work? So let's do /patcher again. Let's try it again. Okay. XCW. Oh, yeah, I remember why. The tactical info should be working though. Patch successfully. Now the other one, we have to change one of the files. So let's go to .local share. Game default input. Apps, common, XCOM, XEW, XCOM game. Is that right? And config. default input. Okay, and open that up with kwrite. Okay, and we do a search for I believe it's tactical. Tactical binds right there. And we put in, I'm not going to use a controller, so I'll just put this in. Strange mouse here. And we'll put it on bindings. I don't like that there's already one on here for V. But we'll do it anyways. Let's try this again. I wonder if, hopefully you don't have to start a new game. That would be a bummer. I don't think you do though. Why isn't it working?
Got it. Enemy in sight.
Huh. Alt V. Alt V should be working. Well, anyways, I'll try to figure it out and get back. So, talk to you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So, turns out, it doesn't make any sense, but the local share Steam blah 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 wasn't the right place. For some reason, it needs to be, for me, Steam apps, blah blah blah. So, funny thing is I'm pretty sure that, like, if we do an ncdu, all my games are installed the usual way. They're not under Steam. So if you go to like Steam, or what, .steam somewhere, right here, there's no way the 24 kilobytes represents, I mean, even, where is it? Steam. Yeah, right here, 0 bytes. So it's a symlink. But for some reason, I had to edit this line here and install it there as well, as opposed to directly in the where I know the files actually are. So really strange. I don't get it. It's typical craziness. But this is the way it's supposed to look. They just try your patience. I think that's what Gentoo is all about. But I'm going to stick with it, see if I can make it work. I did it with Arch and it was a lot easier, but anyways, that's just Arch. Okay, so come up here. There's the visual. And here's your enhanced tactical info with the experience and everything. So, and it tells you how many active aliens there are. So that's the way it's supposed to work. So, and if you have any questions after all of that, you probably do. Let me know. But yeah, it's just kind of a learning experience through all this stuff. Can we get a shot off here real quick before we, and we got a flank. And we can turn it off, typical XCOM, missed an 84. You can turn it off with an Alt V. Can we see him from here? Yeah, we should be able to. 7, go for it, therapist. There it is. Well, so like I said, if you guys are interested in some type of Let's Plays, I mean, I don't know if you would be, but if you are, let me know. And we missed 2 flanks. Typical XCOM. But anyways, we'll end it there, because I'm not going to actually play it that way. That was pretty sloppy. And talk to you later.